What you say, Ray?
This is just the house space. We'll leave it at
Yeah, for real. For real, though. For real. Oh man. We are blessed this morning to have another day to trade. Today is Friday. It's the last day of the week. Man, good morning to everybody on Clubhouse. Good morning to YouTube and Facebook and Twitch and Periscope. Good morning, everybody. Man, I appreciate y'all hanging out with me the way that you have. I'm just blessed to do that. The people that you see on stage are my mom, bullies, on my trading family. And we welcome questions the entire time. So make sure if you have them, you ask away. That's what it's all about. All right. I'm going to share my screen if you're watching on YouTube or Facebook or anything like that. And Clubhouse, whatever questions you have, you already know how we get out. Let's get to it. Man, that audio, I guess, I don't know, as a musician, you just get so used to, okay, what is this? Okay, the song is what? Okay, A flat, okay, A flat, okay, the C minor 9, C minor 9, okay, C sharp major 7 plus 9, okay, C sharp major plus 7, okay, E flat 11, E flat 11, F minor 9 plus, you know what I'm saying? So you get used to just having things in your brain, just listening to them, because at one time I was with, it was a Maxwell tour, and in a former life, I used to love music and want to be a musician. So I was with Adam Blackstone, and Maxwell's bass player was like, I have to leave the tour halfway through the tour. So I'm chilling, and Blackstone is about to take over for the bass player. So we all chilling, and I'm like, okay, in rehearsals with the group, and like, when you gonna start? And Blackstone was like, bro, you rehearsals, you got to learn the tour at the night of the tour. I got the call yesterday. I came to the concert today so I can learn the tour. Then tomorrow I play. Like, what? So in my line of business, my previous line of business, you had to be fast and good. And you had to do that basically without a whole lot of resources. They don't have charts for the type of stuff that we do. And a whole lot of charts. By the time a record is a hit, we don't have the time to print it, listen to it, learn it, so we can make some money off it. That's it. We're going to do our four levels. The open 168.30. Market shot up a little bit and then started falling. We found the low, and that low was tested pretty well for a few hours, 168.15. And 168.15 gave us a high of 169.06. So now it takes short of 32. Is that 23 ticks? All right, 23 ticks. Let's go. 23 tick overnight range. We still have 14 more minutes until the market open. Let's go check the ES to see if it's as calm as the bonds have been. Good. 38.18. We got some of this buying power starting to slow down. Thank God. I don't know what they're buying. What up, though? Man, I feel good. I just got your message, big dog. I'm gonna hit you at the trade room today, huh? For sure. Okay, for sure. So I wake up in the morning, typically, go check the family, make sure everybody's good. Thank God for another day, my regular stuff, right? And then I sit down at the computer, and what I do is I trade the ZB. Now, every stock has a symbol. So Microsoft is MSFT or whatever, right? And the bonds, the US 30-year Treasury bonds, are the ZB. Stop there. Okay, so they are the ZB. The ZB is this. If you're a company, you need money, you can issue stock. If I issue stock, what I'm issuing is a portion of ownership in the company. That's why people say, I own Microsoft, I own Disney, because in order for Disney to raise money, they issue stock. But if you're a municipality, you cannot issue ownership. Like, who can own the state of Florida? Who can own the county of Dade? Who can own the United States? So what municipalities have always used a thing called bonds. The first bond was discovered in ancient Mesopotamia. And basically what a bond is, hey, guess what, folks? I need to raise money, but I'm a government. I need better roads. I need better schools. I need better police officers. I need a tax base. So you go and you say, hey, why don't you invest in the United States of America? And United States of America takes investments from all sorts of people, other countries, investors, and they do that in the form of issuing bonds. What a bond is a promise to pay you back with interest. So these are the 30-year treasury bonds, which means somebody gave the United States money and said, hey, pay me back in 30 years with interest. And the United States will do that. They use the money to create a tax base. So they take X amount of dollars from somebody. They use X to make better roads, better schools, better homes, better families, better police. Then they create a tax base. They tax the people 2X, 3X, 4X, right? The people pay them. Now they pay the investors back and now they have money. That's a bond. And we're familiar with bonds because bond programs are how people are first-time home buyers or how people have enough money for like, I don't know if there's any like weather tragedy, you know what I'm saying? There are bond programs inside of the federal government that can make sure things are okay in the case of anything. So how does that pertain to what we do? Well, because two people have an agreement, there's a contract that can be traded. They have an agreement and a market is created. A market is created when two people have an agreement. Let me prove it to you. Floyd Mayweather says he's going to fight Manny Pacquiao. That's two people in an agreement. Two people, two people, that's it. Nobody else is in the agreement. But because of that, Floyd's camp is going to make money. Pacquiao's camp is going to make money. Not only that, we're going to sell more rental cars. We're going to sell more hotel rooms. We're going to sell more Coca-Cola. We're going to sell more chicken. We're going to sell more liquor. You're going to give out, the police going to give out more tickets. In fact, Las Vegas loves to host Floyd's fight so much because they know they make billions of dollars when he has a contract. Not them. Just him and Manny Pacquiao have the contract, but everybody else benefits off of what they created. When they did that, when they had a contract, they created a market. And what people were able to do was capitalize off of that market. Hear me out and hear me well. So whenever two people have a contract, you can capitalize off of their contract. Another way we've seen it, and we've seen it over and over and over again. Another way that we've seen it, hey man, two dudes on the corner rolling dice. Two dudes on the corner rolling dice. There they are rolling dice, pitching dice on somebody's stoop. All right, so these two guys rolling dice. Now Johnny is rolling against Larry. Let's just say that. Now they got dice going back and forth. They have a contract. I am not involved in the dice game. But what can I do if I want to be a part of the dice game? I can predict the outcome. Or, as we like to call it, I could side bet. I could side bet. I could say, well, you know, this gonna be deuce. Okay, this gonna be four. Okay, this gonna be. I can predict outcome. Side bet with somebody else on their contract. Now, listen. This is the beautiful thing about what we do. When we trade the United States 30-year Treasury bonds, we are neither buying nor selling bonds in the form of possession or dispossession of the asset. What we are doing we are estimating the value of a thing. And because we estimate the value of a thing, we decide whether it will go up or it will go down. Because we know that market behavior happens in a certain way, we can look for what the market calls trade setups. And we can either say the market will go up by becoming a buyer or a bull and having an upward bias, or we can say the market is going down by becoming a bear or selling or having a downside bias. Because we can look at someone else's contract. We can look at the contract of the United States of America and its investors. We can look at that and we can determine whether the contract's value will rise or fall. And because of that, we can stand outside and side bet the contract. We can buy here, sell there. We can become a buyer at 9 o'clock, a seller at 9:05 and make money off of both sides. Because what we are doing is determining the value of the contract. That's what it is. Does that make sense to everybody? I hope it makes sense to everybody. Drake is doing like, okay, I feel you now. I feel where we are. We're per tick on a contract. If you were trading the bonds are the highest per tick asset in the market at $31.25. So if you can find, God bless you, but if you can find 3 ticks a day, you make $100. You know what I'm saying? 31.25, 62.50, 93.75, 125. Every tick adds another $31.25 to your profit margins. So it's a dope instrument. It's not widely talked about. It's not widely known. But when I tell you it's super dope, it's super dope. And I mean that with all my heart. It can definitely change your life. The other thing I really love about the bonds is that it trades so technically. It trades so calmly. It trades so methodically and predictably. It's just a fantastic schoolmaster. If you never traded before, the bonds are a fantastic place to learn and also be paid well while you do it. And then you take, well, often what students of mine do, and maybe some of my students that's on the stage, they can tell you, you can take these concepts that we learn on the bonds, and then you can apply them to everything else you do. You know, you can really apply them across asset classes. For sure. It's trading. Say that one more time for me, Ken. I missed that last little piece, bro.
I said if they want to learn more about the bonds, because I know you got to get ready to jump into the trade.
Yeah.
But morning open, where they can find you at? If they want to learn more about trading the bonds.
Oh, for sure. You can click the link, I guess that's anywhere around my Instagram or whatever. And I do trainings, like free trainings every week. Sunday at 3:30 p.m. Eastern time and Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. So I do training all the time. And to sign up for a training, because it's like on Zoom and stuff, all you do is go to the link in my Instagram bio. And you would do that from Clubhouse, like click on my picture, go to the Instagram link right there, and then you'll click the link in my bio and you can sign up for a free training. It's totally free. I love questions. I feel like people should be able to ask whatever question they want to ask. And I love answering questions and make sure people have all the information that they need in order to make a good decision, not just a good market decision, but a good decision about investing. It's so crazy, Kim. I was telling the bullies yesterday that investing in a company is like saying, like everybody likes to call their money like, oh, these are like my soldiers or my warriors or my kids. And, you know, so when you invest into a company, what you're saying is, hey, kids, here's Amazon. Jeff Bezos can take care of you better than I can. That's what you're doing when you invest. Hey, he can take care of you better than I can. They can take care of you better than I can. And one of my biggest things, man, I just want to empower people so that they understand that they can take care of their money just as good as anybody else. And you just put money in a 401k. You don't know where it's going. You don't know who's managing it. You don't know what it's doing. You don't ask them questions. They don't call you every day. You don't know. And then the next thing you know, you're hoping that it works out. And when we're sending our money off to other things without being the master of it ourselves, I think the biggest thing that we can do, to change, the biggest thing that we can do is start realizing that, you know, the best investment we can ever make is in ourselves, in our own abilities, and in our knowledge and our capability. You'll find that you're just about as good as at investing or trading or mastering your money as anybody else can be. So that's that. Good morning to everybody. D. Gilchrist, I see you. Alex, I see you. Eddie Baskin on here. Mark Stewart, what's good? Aunt Dixon. And JD, I see y'all on here, man. Good to see everybody this morning. And I appreciate everybody on Facebook and YouTube. Do me a favor, everybody share this. Everybody ping folks into the room because we're talking about how to get to the bread. And we get to it every day.
Marcus, you got a quick question?
Nah, Marcus is just, what's up, bro?
Hey, can you please explain to me, how do I trade the Is it on like Robinhood or Webull or TD Ameritrade? What platform do I need to use to actually take advantage of this great opportunity?
Okay, cool. So I use a preferred platform. My platform that I prefer is a platform called NinjaTrader. I like NinjaTrader because they have great customer service and they have a great brokerage and you can get in contact with somebody. That's why I love them. So you can visit ninjatrader.com and download the platform for free right now. If you go to ninjatrader.com and download this platform, it's for PC. All right. So if you're on Mac, you can't do it. But if you have a PC, you can download the platform and you can get started looking at the bonds. The bonds are in the asset class called the futures. All right. So if you're on any other platform and you can see the futures, like for example, TD Ameritrade's Thinkorswim, you can see future data there. So you can go there and you can type ZB as well. Or I believe for the futures, you have to type like /ZB or something like that, or backslash or something like that. But if you are on the platform, man, go check out the bonds. It's the cold-bloodedest thing I ever seen and nobody talks about it. So I think you should check it out. Let me see.
I have a question for you, Jay.
What's up, Cass?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Just want to know, in your training, either the course or the free training, do you touch on taxes at all?
Oh yeah, everything. So the way that the course is designed so that it goes lily pad to lily pad. The idea is that you know nothing when you show up. So I designed the course. It's on a platform called Teachable. So you can watch the videos. The videos are like video on demand. You can literally watch them as you go. You know what I'm saying? And the first one starts like, hey, what is a bond? The second one is like, hey, how do I even download the software? The third one's like, hey, here's some tours with the software, and on and on and on. So I teach people setups. I teach them trade methodology. I teach them when to get into a trade, when to get out of a trade. I teach capital management and money management principles. I teach trade setups. I teach trading psychology. I teach different skills and different tools that you can employ to change your physical state. So state changes. I teach my favorite 3 trades and a few other ones as well that are high probability trades. The trades that I teach are trades that work above 90%. So I try my best to offer all of the education that people need. Typically what I'm seeing, and I study my student success incessantly. So if a student comes to me knowing nothing, they basically understand what we're talking about in about 3 weeks, and they're taking their first profitable trade within 6 to 8 weeks. You know, so what I like to say is, you know, I always say I turn people into ATM machines, but it's true. Like if you come and you do what I'm asking you to do for just a little while, trust me, you're going to make a whole lot of money.
Thank you, Jay.
It's all good. The time now is 8:21. Are there any other questions? Because I'm going to get to it. Let me check and make sure that there are no questions on. Jay, if you use Bootcamp on Mac, you can install NinjaTrader. Yep, Tim Rogers, you definitely can. And in the Slack group, Tim, if you go into the Mac users channel on Slack, you'll see all of the bullies and the different ways that they use NinjaTrader, even though they're on iOS. So it's a whole lot of cool ways that people are doing right now. It's super dope stuff. 5-star Lamar in the building. What's up, boy?
What's happening?
Man, ain't nothing to it. About to jump into this room. You know, Freaky Friday. Time to trade a little bit. Messy Mondays, Freaky Fridays. Y'all gotta get to it. Hey, look, folks, the clock on the wall says that's about all. I enjoyed y'all. I had a ball, but boom, boom, skeet, skeet. That's it. I got to split. Thank you so much for hanging out with me on Friday. I know everybody wonders why I say that. Okay, so I say that. Let me tell you why I say that. Can I tell you why I say that? Okay. So my father was in a very popular band, right? Extremely popular band, like nationally, you know, traveled all around. And when I was a little kid, he used to talk about the band fondly. And he would say that like that was their way to get off the stage all the time. So that's like my little ode to my dad, man. You know, the clock on the wall says that's about all. We enjoyed y'all. I had a ball. But boom, boom, skeet, skeet. That's it. We got to split. So shout out to my dad. Hey man, I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. About to get to this trade room. Don't forget to join me. Click the link in my bio and share what you've seen, share what you've heard. That's a responsibility that we all have. Make sure somebody else knows what you found out today. All right. Much love, y'all. Peace, you.